All right. So we took it in the back country roads, and now we're hitting the interstate. Steven's taking over and kind of walk us through what we're hearing. I will pause there because there's a Buc-ee's coming up, and it's hard for me not to pull over. I'm not driving right now. Steven's driving. He's like, I don't get it. But I'll tell you right now, everybody loves Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is a thing. So note to self, we'll be making a U-turn and coming back to the Auburn Buc-ee's very soon. But
Too much work today for Buc-ee's.
Yep, too much work. We got some farm work to do today. We got some chores, but we know it's there.
Son of a man who worked his fingers to the bone, just trying to make something out of nothing, you know. He never wanted silver, gold, or the finer things. Just a wife and kids, a home in the American
Those new tires.
Are you gonna step in line?
Those strawberries smell.
Baby, this is our time to rewrite our American dream. I wanna see the world from the edge of my seat.
All right, so we're here on the farm bright and early in the morning, and rule number one for any farm is that they are run by trucks. Now, you guys know that I'm a Ford guy, but my brother, Steven, is actually a Chevy guy. So you can see here we have his Z71 4x4, but we got some problems. So this is Steven, my brother. We're on his farm, and right now we're going to talk about some trucks.
First thing, I'm a Toyota guy in my heart.
Yeah.
I just have to have a Chevrolet to run the farm. But what we did was we rebuilt the entire front end of the truck, from the steering gear all the way down to the wheels. New control arm bushings, new tie rod ends, new ball joints, whole nine. My brother and I, we sat there for 2 days pressing and pulling ball joints.
Yep.
Now that's all done, I've taken the truck, I had new tires put on it, and I had it aligned. While I was at the alignment shop, they told me, hey, by the way, your wheel bearings are bad. So now I've got new wheel bearings coming on the way, and we're gonna pop the wheels off, pop those new bearings in. It's gonna be right as rain, job done.
You know what? And just a little bit of history, this truck has over 200,000 miles on it already.
223,000 miles on it.
So 223,000 miles of hard-earned road mileage and farm use. So there's going to be some maintenance involved. This is the guy to do it. So right now we're going to start the process by taking the wheels off, the calipers off. But another tip, as you're on a farm, everything runs early in the morning or in the afternoon, because when the sun comes out and it's midday, your plans change quick.
Do all your work early in Alabama.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it for a quick spin just to be able to feel and hear exactly what's going on, so that after we replace it, we kind of have a good idea. Really, it's for me. I don't know what's going on with trucks. I try to do some maintenance, as you guys know, changing oil filters, changing air filters, changing fuel filters. These are the easy things, but when it comes to actually, the mechanics of it, hey, I'm green, I'm new, and I'm learning. So we're going to take it for a quick spin, kind of see what's going on, get a foundation. All right, so we're in, we just backed it out. What exactly are we looking for? What are we trying to feel for?
So we just had brand new tires put on. Everything's been laser aligned at the shop, and it should be a very smooth and quiet ride, and there should be no steering wheel play, but there's a little bit of steering wheel play when you drive. And as you increase speed, the sound of the bad bearing will get louder and louder and louder until you start to want to turn on the radio.
Nice.
To kill it, but you can't, because in this truck the radio's been taken out.
And that's the fix. Just turn up the radio, everything goes away.
Yep.
Yes. You know what? Let's hit the road.
Let's do it.
All right, first and foremost, there is a drastic difference between Chevy and Ford driving experiences. I'm loving this. I have traveled 48 states in a dually Ford F350, but you get in a Chevy and it's a totally different feel. And that's not counting that loud noise we're hearing right now, which is coming from the front left driver's side, where apparently the bearing is about to just fall out. There's a distinct sound that we're hearing.
Even though that bearing is bad, you can drive on a bad bearing for a period of time because of the captive nature of the way it was designed. It's not, the wheel's not going to come off completely. It's locked in there, but it will deteriorate your axles and your overheat if it gets too bad. So that's why if you have this problem, you need to make sure that you fix it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that roaring sound and that vibration coming from the feet, the footwell area, distinct. Yeah, so if you guys feel that, we're showing you what it is. So what is that leaking underneath the truck?
Air conditioner, because it's hot in Alabama. Air conditioner condensation. So first thing we're going to do is jack the truck up, take the tires off, undo everything that I just did when I rebuilt the front end, pull the hubs off, and then leave the truck sitting here as a wait for the package to come, which should be today sometime.
We'll see.
And you get a free seat just like that.
Look at that. It's a
Now, when you sit
twofer.
down,
So what is targeted in this job here?
So this entire assembly minus this caliper and this rotor is all tied to this right here. And you can hear there's a little rattle in there. That's the bad bearing. Shouldn't be able to hear anything. Should be like a cool summer's day, whispering pines, right? You'll see more as we take this and this off.
Remember, all this work is all titled to farms run on trucks. That's why we're doing it.
I get so focused on trying to solve the problem that I forget that I've spent a whole lifetime collecting all these efficient tools for these exact sorts of things. Look how easy that was. That's the sound of efficiency. There we go. Just like that. This comes up. And this hole, oh yeah. You hear that?
I hear it now.
That is a bad wheel bearing.
That's what we heard the whole drive.
Imagine that at 60 miles an hour. So
The sweet sound of maintenance.
So I'm able to press this axle out because I've already taken this and unmarried the hub assembly from the knuckle and the axle from the hub assembly. But anytime that you have parts that are exposed to weather, that rust, you should always be prepared to resolve the marriage with a divorce.
The divorce.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to give it a schwack to loosen things up a little bit. Sometimes things need a little bit of persuasion. And if this doesn't fix it, there's other means of persuasion.
Little farm persuasion.
that. Let's listen again.
I'll tell you what, that's crystal clear.
Oh, it's gonna be brand new.
Nice. As soon as the delivery truck shows up. Stephen, I'm noticing that you don't have a fifth wheel back here. And I'm just wondering, when are you gonna make the upgrade?
So as not a professional RVer, I do not require a fifth wheel. What I do require is a gooseneck hitch to pull gooseneck trailers for hay, livestock, everything. And so I've installed this gooseneck hitch onto this truck because this is a farm truck used for farm things.
Nice.
And
Goosenecks on the list.
so goosenecks have come a long way, the hitches, because used to you would just have a steel ball in the back of your truck, and anytime you wanted to load plywood or anything, you'd have to negotiate around a steel ball. But you know, the engineers that have the big 10-pound brains decided to engineer this marvel. If you look, it lays flat in the bed, and if you come around here, right here is a little handle. You pull this handle and you turn it, and it pulls the pin out, and then you can come around to the bed. Then you take this, put that back through, puts the pin in, locked in. Now you can tow anything.
Love it.
Gooseneck.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's fantastic. We do not have that. Ours is completely different, but we're not doing goosenecks right now. So that might be something in the future. Right now we've got our fifth wheel. Probably need to, since we're doing all this maintenance, go back over and recheck the torques on our fifth wheel. Make sure everything is perfected. 48 states in 3 years. I probably need to add that to the checklist, but if you're thinking about it, go check it. So right now we're going to wait until the shipment arrives. We've got the left side off. We're going to go to the passenger side. We're going to take that off. And then as soon as it arrives, we're going to put the new ones back on.
Instant portable workbench.
So how old is this thing?
It's 2003.
2003 and still running the farm.
Like a top. First crank.
Fantastic. So now we have a portable workbench that we can actually work from, and it has the gooseneck. I'm telling you, you just have to have the right tools for the right job. This right here is a portable workbench for the farm. Look at that thing. So we're going to be rebuilding some of these horses so we can have a working area to start doing some finishing projects for the house, for some of the barns that we're going to be creating. Lots of stuff. So I didn't even think about that. Portable workbenches on a farm, it's a thing. So what's the going rate for some sawhorses on today's economy? I mean, is this something that is easier just to build yourself or go out and buy?
Well, so I know that you can buy sawhorses pre-made, I think for about $40 or $50. I spent $40 in treated lumber yesterday, and we're going to build 2 sawhorses, so $20 a piece.
There you go. A little bit of hard-earned oomph and just knock it out. Sounds to me like we're gonna refurbish these, get them up and running, and start producing some trim, molding, and structure. These are the way you do it.
So even though you may not want to build your house with a screw like this because it's bent, as opposed to a straight screw that's not bent. This one has a little S in it. S is for sawhorse, because it's a perfectly good sawhorse screw that you could use to build your sawhorse with. And you don't have to get a new screw, just get the old screw, put it in.
S is for sawhorse. Tip. And look at that. And all the hard work done. Now it's one. Let's build another.
So another thing that you can't get at the store is sawhorses with this little bad boy right here, which is a shelf, so that when you are working on things and doing stuff, instead of having to put the cord over or lay it down or lay it on top, you can just take it, set it right underneath, and you still keep your work area clean. So we started adding these little shells on all our custom-made horses as an added benefit to making your own.
Look at that. Ingenuity.
Yep.
So we just got a ding on the phone saying that the package has been delivered. So all of the truck parts are here somewhere. Well, this is what Stephen built just for the UPS and FedEx guys. And as you can see, there's nothing there.
Yep.
So where do you think it is?
Well, it's probably where they delivered the last 6 packages to the wrong address.
So somewhere at someone else's location are the parts we're waiting on. So now we're on the hunt.
Time to go find them.
So you found them?
Yep.
At someone else's location?
And despite delivery instructions, it's still
outstanding.
My house, yeah.
Well, you know what? Now we got them.
We got them. Aha! Behold.
Look at that.
Brand new.
Day and night.
Hold on. This is the real test.
Does it come with a vintage grinding?
Can you even hear it?
Not at all.
Can't even hear it. Brand new. Look at that bearing. Pressed in there by a professional.
Or for $7 you can do it yourself.
That's right.
With a couple $100 worth of tools.
$100 worth of tools. Pull that bad boy right out of there. So we've installed the new hub. We've mounted everything, we've torqued everything to the proper specifications, and now we're just going to put the tire back on, tighten everything up, and then take it for a test drive, see how it does.
And that is a lot of hard work, but you know what? It's worth it. Change, done. If you're going to do the left, do the right as well. We're going to hit the other side, put the tires on, drop it, take it for a spin. We're going to call it a day.
All our hard work pay off.
Yep.
Whoa, baby, this is our time to rewrite our American dream. I wanna see the world from the edge of my seat.